Our next topic is advertising in a restricted market. What kind of trends and developments can we expect in a market where traditional advertising is severely restricted? To tell us more about this topic, we will have with us Mauro de Fabritiis, who's founder of MDF Partners. Mauro, it's good to have you with us, and please come to the stage.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, all. Thank you, Willem, and the organization for inviting us to this interesting panel. Today, the goal of my presentation is to show what is possible to do in terms of marketing activity in markets like Spain and Italy. We have compared the two markets and with specific reference to promotions. So just a quick overview after the excellent figures H2 presented. I want just to focus on the Spanish market to have the perimeter in mind. And as you can see, as any other market, Spain moved and increased figures, GGR, from the pre-pandemic period, 2019 to 2022, and the market reached 960 more or less millions GGR. The peculiarity of the market is that casino boosted and is the relevant segment in terms of growth, and it is aligned with what happened in all the relevant European and extra-European markets. Let's look also at the money the customer spent in the market. If you look the comparison, we have two different markets, also in terms of age. Italy was born some years before in terms of regulation. Spain later on. I'm proud to have been a consultant with my team as advisor of all the two regulatory systems, both the Italian and the Spanish, and to see them flourishing in the years. But look at the differences that in terms of ARPU, Spain moves from 330 more or less to 600, and even Italy moves from 500 to 1,000. So the two ARPU double. But what about the number of active users? If we look at the period 2016-2022, Italy doubles the customers, and Spain increase in the number of active users, but not so much. And this is the situation of Spain at a glance in terms of market share. We have the top 10 operators controlling the market with more than 75% of market share. And the giants dominating the market are both international companies like Bet365 and local heroes like Sportium, like Codere, Lucia, and so on. Our operator in this, and this is the focus of the discussion today, can find a way to differentiate their approach with the restrictions we have and we experience every day in the two markets, both in Italy and in Spain, because the two markets are different, but really similar from several perspectives. The tools they have is the product, but the product is overlapped. Apart from the sport betting or specific casinos products, all the operators have the same product, the brand, but it's hard, especially eventually for newcomers, to build up a brand from scratch with the limitation we have in terms of advertising. UX, everyone improves the user experience, but most of the websites and the apps have similarities. Marketing, there are in both countries strong advertising restrictions that don't allow operator to focus on advertising apart from specific things in Spain. Customer service, it's really crucially important, but everyone points to have a good customer service. But the real differential factor is related to promotions and essentially related with bonus, cashback, and any kind of promotion. This is the way the companies could address their message to their players. And this is the only way operators in a very restricted environment could communicate their offer, and they and can become sustainable, because everything we have been speaking during the morning of all the limitation of all the reasons why the gambling sector should be safer and the customer should be protected. But on the other side, we do not want to risk to be in the opposite situation where the operators with a license are not able to communicate their legal offer to the customers. So just a quick overview on the reason why the two countries are similar in terms of measures. If you look at SEM, affiliation, sponsorship, TV and radio, social, everything is quite similar in the two countries, with two laws coming in different period. Italy starting with the prohibitions of advertising with Decreto Dignità in 2019, and Spain later on with the Royal Decree. But there are a few differences in terms of affiliation, for example, with the control age of the customers, and with the bonus, and also with the TV radio activities. But for the rest, the two countries are similar. And we have been looking at the promotional activity in Spain and Italy through our new creation, a product that we called Promo Sherlock, that is a tool, an intelligence marketing tool that detects the promo on a daily basis on different regulated environments. With this tool, we have, at the end of the day, three products in one app. An online database, and we have stored around 6,000 promotions. A daily notification activity. Promo Sherlock delivers notification to the customers, B2B and B2C, on what happens in the promotions, and a monthly report that gives an overall view on the market, also comparing the specific month to previous month to look at what happened. This is a quick overview on how the tool works, and all the promos are detailed in specific and analyzed through specific variables, and also for vertical, for betting, for casino, for poker, and tracked on a daily basis. You can see here just an example, and also the picture of the conditions of the promo are included in the database. Then later on in the morning, Mauro and my team here will be able with Antonella Carusi to show the product. Anyway, this is an example of the monthly report that gives the detail of the promotion. This short video is based on the Italian example, but is replicated for Spain. And this is the overview of the monthly 50 chart report that we present month by month. What happened as we made an extraction of data based on a period of 12 days, comparing Italy with Spain. What happens? We have 24 and 17 operators analyzed in the two countries, respectively, and the number of total promos in Spain is sensibly lower than the promos we have in Italy. And also the betting, the mix is quite similar, because in Italy we have in other products lotteries and other skill games that are not present in the Spanish offer. But which is the main difference? If you look in the lower part of the chart, Italy is driven by bonus and cashback, instead, Spain is driven by free bets and free spins that represent the 41% of the market. We have done this deep dive per product category, so for betting and for casino. And also we did an overview of the most used word in the promotional activity by operators like Bono, Apuestas, Combi, Cashback. This is the result of our research in the word cloud. Let's look at what happened from an operator perspective. Here we have the top 10 operators in terms of number of promos launched. And you see on the left side Italy and on the right Spain. And looking at the total and the big figure, we have, in terms of number of promo, Italy is more than the double of Spain, and the average value is 200, around 200 for Spain, and 300, more than 300 for Italy. And you look, this is the confirmation of which is the main difference in terms of mix. You look that cashback and bonus are the driver for the Italian offer, and free bets and spin moves the Spanish offer. The same for vertical. You look at here for betting, you have the bonus and cashback representing for Italy 68% of the promos in terms of number, and in Spain more than 50% is driven by free bets. And here you have also represented the top 3 operators in terms of number of promo between Italy and Spain. If we look at the value of the promos, there is a substantial difference in the two countries, because if you look, Spain concentrates the 75% of the bonus in a value that is between 0 and 20 euros, while in Italy, the 70% of the bonus moves from 20 euros on, and half of this amount, so the 33%, that is the half of this 70%, more or less, it's more than 100 euros of amount. The same dip as we did for the betting is for casino. You can see that Spanish prefers here leaderboard and free spin, but also bonus are representing an important part of the offer with 31%. And coherently with the betting, bonus and cashback for Italy represents more than 50% of the offer. Again, the split in terms of amount of the promotions, you see a difference here, because in casino, the 53% is within 20 euros of value for Spain, but around 30% is more than 100 euros. And in Italy, figures are quite similar or less in the lower spending bracket, but higher, 41% for promotions that are more than 100 euros. We have done a deep dive also on the cross-selling, and Promo Sherlock teaches us that cross-selling between betting and casino is relevant, is important, and it represents, in terms of number of promos, around 10% for Italy and 6.7% for Spain. A deep dive also on the most used features like the cashback, and we see at a glance the difference between Spain and Italy. Spain is around 36 euros on average value, while Italy is more than the double. Leaderboards, dulcis in fundo. We looked at the ranking of the main operators of Italy and Spain, and we sorted out that the top leaderboards for both countries are represented by pragmatic play, that with the 2 million euros for a specific campaign on Spain. So really the last point, something new in terms of promotional innovation that comes from, is especially present in the Italian market, and it's the daily bonus wheel that the majority, the most relevant operator adopt in Italy, and that is offered right now permanently only by 888, sorry. Just I come to my conclusion, not to get you too bored. So we looking at this first analysis that has the limits to be concentrated in 12 days. We see that the promotional activity is important for both countries. Spain and Italy present similar, as we saw, regulatory frameworks, but operators are approaching the promotional activity in a different way, as we saw from the figures. Italy is bigger. Also, the market is bigger, because in Italy we are speaking, just to have you figures in mind, a market that moves from 1.8 billions in GGR in 2019 and 3.9 billions after the pandemic in 2022. Spain offers a simpler and promotional landscape in terms of number of promos and mechanics and so on. And Italy is more sophisticated in this sense. Bonus, free bets, free spin, and cashback with different mix in the two countries are the main driver of the promotional offer. Bonus wheels maybe are an innovation in one of the two markets. Who knows that Spain will get the Italian experience. I hope, William, to have been on time, and I thank you all for listening to this presentation, and we are open with Antonella and Mario to answer later on to all the questions you can have.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say, Mauro, I'm sure you have interesting questions for him. They have a little stand outside when you go to the lunch in a minute, where you can ask these to them. Mauro, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you.